Coming up on this week's edition of The Bark.
Mother's Day was on Sunday, so went out and asked some Bulldogs about their mothers, and we'll get that to you later.
Anyways, our sports anchor, Benjamin Will, is bringing you some info on how well baseball's been doing.
Boys!
We also got The Bark After Dark, where I'm going to talk about some games and movies. Let's get started.
Welcome back, Bulldogs, to this week's edition of The Bark, and we hope everyone is having a great week.
Mother's Day was over the weekend, and everyone loves their mothers. Right, Anthony?
Yeah, of course. Moms are great.
They really are. But anyways, Anthony, I heard Maya went out and talked to Smart Bulldogs about Mother's Day.
Students at ZHS appreciate their mothers on a constant basis, but for one day of the year, the day is all about the mothers. Mother's Day gives students an opportunity to celebrate their reason for existing. Some students bought their moms gifts, and others made their gifts straight from the heart.
For Mother's Day, I plan on metal casting her a custom dolphin, as that's her favorite animal. Since the divorce, she's been the single parent who's raised me, and she's also my manager at work. She's secured me a job getting me out of fast food and has taken care of me since then. It's been about 3 years, and I thank her.
It's not just students who celebrate Mother's Day. Teachers are grateful for their mothers as well.
It means celebrating moms and everything that they do for their kids. Probably my daughter making breakfast in bed for me, and she usually brings me some flowers that she picks outside, like little wildflowers, and she puts them in a little tiny, it's like an old salt shaker, and she puts them inside there, and it's on there, and she writes a little note for me. Yeah, even though she's 11 now, she still does that. And I save all those little notes. They're super special to me.
Mother's Day continues to be a highly celebrated holiday by people of all ages. I'm Maya Riedemann, The Bark Media.
Mothers are great, unlike our sports anchor, Benjamin Will, who's got some news about baseball's crazy season on ZSPN.
Jealousy speaks louder than your words.
What?
I am vengeance. Welcome back to ZSPN. The Bulldogs baseball squad has made history because for the first time in 7 years, they clinched a spot in the district championship game. Before the 4th of May, the last time the Bulldogs baseball team was in the district championship, I myself was only 10. Let's get into this historic run. In round 1 of the playoffs, the Bulldogs would host Lecanto, in a game that was tight until Austin Dobbins would blow it open with a grand slam. The Bulldogs would go on to win this game 9-2. In the second round, the 9-mile war was reignited as Zephyr Hills stuffed out Pasco's attempt at relevancy, beating them 5-3 and moving on to the championship game. In round 3, Wesley Chapel would host the Bulldogs and they would quickly get down 5-1. The Bulldogs would have to rally in the 6th inning, getting back up 6-5, but ultimately losing the game 7-6 in one of the best high school baseball games played all season. The Bulldogs would do just enough to clinch a regional playoff berth as they would be hosted by Sebring in the first round. The Bulldogs would quickly fall 3-0 into the first inning, and their offense could not play catch-up enough the rest of the game to get back in it. They would fall 3-1 to Sebring. Senior Austin Dobbins went on a magical playoff run, and he gave his thoughts, as well as his thoughts on receiving first-team all-conference nods. The Bulldogs baseball season has come to a close. The Bulldogs made it extremely far, including clinching a spot in the regional playoffs. The Bulldogs fell just short in the end. The team had many standouts, but none stood out like senior Austin Dobbins, as he had an incredible playoff run and was far and away the team MVP. Dobbins batted a .393 in his senior season, which ultimately led to him getting first-team all-conference nods. In first round of the playoffs, Dobbins would hit a grand slam against Lecanto that catapulted the Bulldogs to the W. In the second game, he would pitch a complete game against Pasco, as well as driving in a couple runs against Wesley Chapel and also against Pasco.
Just have fun. I already knew that I was going to be going to Weber, so it kind of took off the stress of a senior season, knowing that I had a place to go after school. So I just wanted to have fun and enjoy it with my teammates. The fact that I just realized that the other day, it is actually kind of cool that I did hit a grand slam. And it was my first home run in high school, so to do it at home in the last game was pretty cool. It's not easy to be a team 3 times, especially in high school when everybody can compete with each other. And obviously, you know, being our rival, it was nice to beat them and advance to the championship so we could get a regional game.
The Bulldog senior capped off an incredible high school career with a magical postseason run. I'm Benjamin Will, The Bark Media. With all that being said, Bulldog sports has officially come to a close. And I can't thank you guys enough for all that you've watched and sat through this year with ESPN. For one last time, that's all I got for you this year. I'm Benjamin Will of the Bark, woof woof, signing off.
Well, now that's the sports segment is finally over. It's time for everyone's favorite part of the news, the Bark After Dark, hosted by me. And I'm going to be talking about Legend of Zelda, Tears of the Kingdom, Redfall, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, and Fast 5.
I don't care. Yippee!
Welcome back, Bulldogs, to the Bark After Dark. I'm your host, Christian Benton, and today I got some movies and games that are coming out this month. Let's get started. Legend of Zelda, Tears of the Kingdom came out last Friday, and the game is doing really good. It had 96% on Metacritic and a 4.4 out of 5 rating. And the game looks amazing. I unfortunately can't play it, but if you own a Switch, you should probably pick this one up. Next game is Redfall, which came out on the 2nd of this month, and the game is horrible. It's not fun to play, it's very buggy, it's super easy, and overall, it's a huge disappointment, and I expected much better from Arcane. Now, on to movies. Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 came out on the 5th, and the movie got some good reviews, and is seemingly breaking the curse that Marvel has had for their last couple of movies. It got 82% on Rotten Tomatoes, and, well, I can't wait to see it. Let's move on to our next movie, Fast X, the next movie in the Fast and Furious series that's coming out on the 19th. I don't really know what to say about this one. I just feel like they keep milking this series, and they really need to stop. Well, that's all I got for you today, Bulldogs. Have a good day.
Well, that's all we have for you today, Bulldogs. Have a great day.